He lost everything. Until his wife walked away, Michael was just an ordinary waiter in California. Every morning he woke up before sunrise, put on his clean white shirt, tied his black apron, and served customers with a smile. He wasn't rich, he wasn't famous, but he had something millions of people wish they had: a beautiful wife who loved him unconditionally. Her name was Julie. She believed in him when no one else did. She packed his lunch every morning, she waited up late whenever he worked overtime, and every night she reminded him, "As long as we're together, we'll always find a way." But Michael didn't realize how valuable those words were until he lost everything. The dream. Michael and Julie lived in a small apartment outside Los Angeles. It wasn't fancy. The furniture was old, the rent was always due, but their home was filled with laughter. Every Friday after work they'd cook dinner together, they danced in the kitchen, watched movies on an old couch, dreamed about buying a house one day. Julie worked part-time at a bookstore while studying to become a teacher. She believed their struggles were temporary. Michael believed it too, until one coworker changed everything. The first bet one afternoon during lunch break. Michael's coworker Jake showed him his phone. "Dude, look." Jake had just won $2,000 gambling online. "It only took 5 minutes." Michael laughed. "That's impossible." Jake smiled. "No, you're just scared." Those words echoed in Michael's mind all day. Scared. That night, Michael deposited $50 within minutes. It became 200. He couldn't believe it. He ran home smiling. Julie hugged him. "What happened?" "I made money," she smiled. "That's wonderful." But when she discovered it came from gambling, her smile disappeared. "Please, don't let this become a habit." Michael kissed her forehead. "It won't. I promise." Promises are easy, keeping them is much harder. Winning feels like magic. Over the next few weeks, Michael kept winning. 200 became 500, 500 became 1,000. He started believing he had discovered a secret. He worked fewer shifts, spent more time gambling. He dreamed of buying Emma a bigger house, a better car, a better life, but gambling has one cruel rule: it lets you win just enough before taking everything back. The first big loss. One rainy evening, Michael lost $3,000, his entire savings. He stared at the screen, frozen. "I can win it back." He deposited more, lost again, borrowed money, lost again. When Julie came home, she found him sitting in darkness. "What happened?" He couldn't answer. She hugged him. "We'll get through this." Instead of appreciating her support, Michael exploded. "It's your fault. If you weren't always worrying, I wouldn't be distracted." Julie stood there in silence. Tears rolled down her face. That was the first time he blamed the only person who truly loved him. Anger takes over. The losses continued. Bills piled up. Rent became overdue. Collection calls never stopped. Every time Michael lost money, he became someone Julie didn't recognize. He shouted over small things: a cold dinner, a misplaced key, a simple question. The man who once danced in the kitchen now slammed doors. Julie never stopped loving him. She simply hoped the man she married would return. Losing everything months later, Michael had sold his motorcycle, then his television, then his wedding watch. Still, he couldn't stop gambling. Finally, the landlord knocked. "I'm sorry, you have 7 days to leave." Julie quietly packed their belongings. She didn't complain, she didn't blame him, she simply held his hand. "We can start over." But Michael pushed her away. "Stop pretending everything is okay," she whispered through tears. "I've never cared about the money. I only wanted my husband." Those words hit harder than any loss, yet he ignored them. The goodbye. One morning, Julie left a small envelope on the kitchen table. Inside was her wedding ring and a handwritten letter. "Michael, I married you because of your heart, not because of your paycheck, not because of your dreams, but gambling has stolen the man I fell in love with. I'm leaving. Not because I stopped loving you, but because you stopped loving yourself. If you ever find your way back, I hope you're happy. Goodbye." Michael dropped to his knees. For the first time, he realized he hadn't lost his money. He had lost the only person who never gave up on him. Redemption. Weeks passed. Michael hit rock bottom, sleeping in his car, working double shifts as a waiter again. One day, he looked at a family laughing inside the restaurant. He remembered Julie. Instead of opening a gambling app, he deleted every betting account. He joined a support group, paid off debts little by little, worked honestly, $1 at a time. Recovery wasn't fast, it was easy. But every honest paycheck felt better than any gambling win ever had. The real victory. 2 years later, Michael stood outside a small school. Julie walked out carrying books. She saw him. He looked different, healthier, calmer. He handed her a small envelope. Inside was one photograph, their old apartment, their first date, and a note. "I finally became the man you believed I could be." Julie smiled with tears in her eyes. Whether they started over or simply found peace, one truth remained: money can be replaced, homes can be rebuilt, but trust, love, and family are priceless. The end.